I guess in layman's terms, what today is about is to get a gauge of where the players are now. Those components that we improved on in pre-season, like your strength, your fitness, etc. This is only one measure now today to see where the guys are. So it's important for us to realise, well, what happens to the players after a game, what's the impact, and can we tailor their programmes a bit better, and can we schedule a bit better now when we go into a large block of games from the Blues onwards for 16 weeks. The skin folds, that's something we do pretty regularly anyway. We're looking at the body composition of each player, so how much fat are they carrying, their lean muscle. Again, in pre-season we do it as a baseline, and that's the time when you'd expect large growth, large development in lean body mass, so your muscle mass, and that's when you'd expect a drop in body fat. The challenge is in season is to maintain those kind of scores or to improve on them slightly as well. The jump tests in collaboration with the mid-thigh pull will give us a lot of information in terms of where the guys lie and where their strengths are and where the deficiencies are across what we term the force velocity curve. So can they produce large forces quickly or not, so we look at the reactive strength, which would be pretty well matched to your speed ability, so that's the one where they drop off the box, and we're looking for flight time and contact time there. When we go to the CMJ, which is probably closer linked to acceleration, and then the mid-thigh pull will give us a range of information related to power development and strength. We strap the hands to the bar and use the tape as well, just because we don't want grip strength to be a limiting factor. What we're looking for is a score of total body power, so we don't want that to be limited by grip strength or if anyone's carrying any finger injuries, anything like that. What we look for in particular, the peak force that the player is able to create, and then also down the line of how quickly they can actually get up to that peak force, or what proportion of that peak force they can create very, very quickly. So if you put it in rugby terms, it ranges across the scrum, how much force can you create against your opposition, to when guys are stepping, to when they need to accelerate and generate forces very quickly as well. Another benefit is to really see where they're at in terms of fatigue as well. It's a good marker of if guys are pretty tired, and now we're into season, we're obviously not going to get the same kind of numbers as we'd get in pre-season when they're free from playing and they're probably lifting up to 6 times a week. So at the moment they're only lifting maybe once or twice a week, so we need to know, or we need a gauge of, well, how much do they need to do to maintain their ability to create large forces, which is such a massive part of the game now.